Hi, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Googlesites to create your website for your SBA. So, similarly to Wix, Googlesites gives you templates that you can use. Just edit them and add your own information. However, I would prefer you add your own creativity, your own color scheme, everything like that that you would want to add on your website. So I would suggest that you use this option that says blank. To get to this site, you would need to type in sites.google.com and it will take you to Google Sites. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by creating just a simple web page so you get an idea of how Google Sites actually work. It's pretty simple and you can go ahead and use if you prefer to do so rather than using Wix. Once you have a Google account, you can create your websites. However, do not use a restricted email because once you do that, then not anybody will be able to access that website. So the first thing that you want to do is to select a theme. You can create your own custom theme. Once you click on that, you will see where you're able to change to add your logo, add your banner image, and you can also select your color scheme and so on once you create your own theme. However, you can still change your logo and do everything just the same if you use a selected theme. This only allows you to select your own colors that you want to use instead of using preset colors, and also your own font type. Alright, I'll just go ahead and use this option now instead of using one of those. I might change to one of those further on in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to select something that looks like a logo on Google. Basically, with Google Sites, you can upload from your drive or you can use image search. You can search by URL. You can add from your Google Photos. So I'm going to go through image search. So for your logo, you should have had your logo created before. So in that case, you would click on upload instead of searching on Google. Alright, and your website must have a logo. So based on your theme for your SBA, you're going to search for pictures based on that. So right, I'm just going to grab one of these and I'm going to use that as my logo. I'm going to select a banner image. So if you would click the upload option instead of search. So make sure that the banner image does not take away from the logo. That way it will be visible once the persons are using it. Let me see probably how this one would look. You can also create your own banner image and then upload. Let me just call this click on next, and then you can select these preset colors or you can select your own custom colors. So here maybe I could select a deeper red. Let me go with some blues. And if you notice, it says you can change them and change how they are used further on. You don't have to stick to these colors. Right? So for the headings, I would want something bold. Right, let's try this one. Extra bold. Right? And I'll just keep that one for the... Alright, let me try this. So once the theme is created, you're going to move into now designing your website. Remember, some of the things that you need to have in your website is a link to another website, a link to user created files, or other pages in the website. And of course, with Google Sites, you would have the option to automatically link to other pages in the website once you add additional pages. So don't use one page, use at least 2 or 3 pages. Right, you can go ahead and enter the site name here. So here's our little logo, and it's showing okay on that background. So you could put your page title here. So since this is our first page, we can call it home. Right, and then you click the insert option, and that's where you're able to add different things to your website. So for example, you could add videos, you can have pictures, you can add documents that you created, which of course would be a form of link. If you add it as a link, then it will work as a link, and that's one of your mark as well. You can add forms and so on. So probably for contact us, you want to use forms. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to just add a YouTube video to show you how that will look on your website. Let's just add a simple video that would work. Right, and you can go ahead and change the background of this section. So let's see how our color comes in there. Alright, you could also add, maybe on the home page we're going to leave this part for now. So we're going to add the footer. Here you can add like your name, that's also a link that I would have created there. So you can also add image, but I'm gonna use the style option here. So another time I'll use the image. So I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm going to add another page. So click on this option that says pages. Click this plus icon and you're able to add another page. So on this page, let's say about us. Alright, on this page now I'm just gonna add some photos. So let's try 2 photos right here. So you can give this a title, so you might want to say, then you would have a little information about your school or whatever it is that is in the photo. You can type it here. So I'm going to add another photo. So we're going to just go ahead now and maybe apply a background to this section. So let's use an image this time. Maybe we could look for something like Swedish. What happened is it's gonna change the text color so that it blends in. Once you click on this option here, it changes the text color so that it blends properly, and it is visible on whatever background you have. So you'd add your text here and here depending on your liking. So if you realize the footer is being shown on all the pages, so maybe we could put this in the center instead. Could even make it bold and increase the text size. 14 maybe too big. 14 is a little too big. Alright. So let's say this is our about us section. So what happens is you can also add sub pages. So I'm going to go ahead and add an additional page within the about us section. So you click on these 3 dots and then you click add sub page. So we could say our partners. Again, you can go ahead and add images or whatever you want to add here. So let me add an image here. So since it's a school, I'm going to just link it to this. Right, so I'm just gonna use this image right here. Where is it? This one. And of course, you can also edit the image, we'll make it bigger, and again, we can change the background color here. Maybe not want to use that blue since it is already in the footer, just to add a little color to the page basically. And you add your text. Alright. Oh, by the way, you can add your site name here. So let's say the site name is alright. So we would have added a sub page. So what I'm going to do on this sub page, I'm going to go ahead and add some buttons. Just about 2, just so you have an idea of how that is done. So here it is, button. So let's call this alright. So actually I'm going to actually call this one Instagram, since this is the Instagram link. And I'm going to add another button, and I'm just going to name this one home, so it takes you back to the home page. So if you realize, we have an external link, which is this one, and then we have a link within the website. So that's your 2 marks there as it relates to getting your marks for hyperlinks basically. Wouldn't want it here, I'd probably put it beside. Alright, and you can add additional buttons. So I'm gonna just add a color to this section. Alright, let's use one of these predefined images that is kind of close to what we have. Not so close. Alright, let's adjust this to see how best. Okay, not so bad. Alright, so basically I would have showed you how to insert the images, the text, the videos, and so on. So you can go ahead and create your website. So I'm just gonna do one more thing. Let me show you how you would insert like a Google form. So let's say you want like a contact us page. You might want to add a Google form on that page where persons can fill out the form, and of course the responses would come to your email, which is the one that is used for this site. Alright, so let's click on this. Alright, so the responses from these would come to your email, as I said before. Might want to go again and add a background color there. So here you can probably add this. Alright, and of course you would select your own colors as well. So as I said before, you can go ahead and change a theme if you want. So this is our theme, so let's preview with this theme that we would have created for ourselves. So you can preview how it will look on a cell phone, on a tablet, or on a computer. Alright, so let's start with the home page. Alright, so we didn't have anything much on the home page, just the video and of course our footer. And as you can see, the footer will be displayed on all additional pages. So with the About Us now, you would have your sub page here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Our Partners. And you're able to see all of that information. Click on About Us, takes us to that page. Alright, and the next thing that I'm going to do now is just to briefly show you. So let's exit this preview. Alright, so if you want to change a theme, you can go ahead and change a theme here. So I'm going to go ahead and select level. I think this is a nice one. Alright, but even with this theme, you are still able to change the colors if you want to. So for example, you're seeing this yellow right here. So if I wanted it to be something like what we had earlier, you can go ahead and change to whatever color you want it to be. Alright, and of course you would add your logo just the same. So I could go ahead and add the logo back here. This would have been removed when we changed the theme. So this is now showing you that even though you might choose a predefined theme, you are able to still make changes to that predefined theme just the same. I'm not sure which one we had before. Oh, here we go. Alright, and of course you could also change this header. So you can change image here and so on. Alright, so that is basically how you would create your website. And then the next thing, which is the final thing that you would do, is to publish your website. So you click on publish, and you would create your own little web address. So you can probably use your name, and this. Alright, let's not go there. Let's go ahead and just publish with this that is there, and then ensure that this is checked where it says anyone can view your site, and click publish. Alright, so let's go to the home page. Publish. Alright, so once you click on view published site, then you would be able to see customized web address. So if you realize, then here is the name of our website, right? So you would send this now to your teacher, and that is basically how your website will be looking. The color would have changed down here because I changed the theme, but as I said, you can always make any changes that you want.